luxurious comedy theater, it is Late Night Special! Tonight's special guests, from KOIN Channel 6 News, Trevor Ault. Comedian Jake Silberman. Conservationist group Beaver Ambassadors. Musical guest Nick Jaina. House band The Speshies. And now your hosts, Jay Flewelling and Rebecca Feldman.
Oh my God! Welcome to Late Night Special. Are you ready to have a great time? Oh my gosh. Well, I'm Jay Flewelling. I'm filling in for Stacy Halal. And filling in for me is the lovely Rebecca Feldman. Oh my gosh. Rebecca, have you been watching any of the news lately?
I've been trying to avoid it, but yes.
Well, you gotta watch it, okay? You got to. Okay.
Important.
All right. Well, because, Australian authorities recently arrested flight attendants for helping smuggle millions of dollars worth of heroin and methamphetamines. So if we can learn from this is, if you're nice to your flight attendants, they might slip you a little meth.
It's called business class.
That's why I'm always nice tonight. Well, this week marks the 100-year anniversary of the Great Boston Molasses Flood.
Oh.
It's only the fourth worst food-related incident in Boston's history, ranking just behind baked bean landslide, the
Okay.
clam chowder catastrophe, and the Mark Wahlberg restaurant chain Wahlburger.
Yes, okay. Now, a sculpture of Ronald McDonald is on a cross has ignited violent clashes in Israel. As it turns out, the sculpture is part of a new advertising campaign for McDonald's, the dollar menu. He died for your savings.
According to a new report, the ocean is hotter now than it's ever been, which explains why it started wearing less and going out more.
Oh, a hot ocean.
Sexy ocean.
Now, the government shutdown continues this week, and families in the U.S. Coast Guard, they are going without a paycheck, and so the government has told them to maybe do a garage sale or babysit to make ends meet. Apparently, they think that the Coast Guard is made up of 15-year-old kids trying to make it to the state choir regionals. They're there to save our lives.
Yeah. A Texas man who was captured last month in Syria as an Islamic State fighter said he wanted to join ISIS to see what it was about. Just like the time I went to a furries meetup just so I could see what it was about. It was fun.
Yeah, it was fun? Okay, it was good. Okay. Well, last month the CDC released a statement reminding people not to eat raw cookie dough. Boo. Now, in a related incident story, the CDC is a bunch of total fucking buzzkills. Okay? Okay, I'm not gonna stop.
A BBC article came out this week titled, "What's the right way to lose your virginity?" I don't know how they do it in the UK, but I would start with sex.
Okay. Now, a woman drinking wine from a Pringles can while joyriding around a Walmart parking lot in an electric shopping cart for 3 hours was caught by police. Now, when never mind. Next joke.
Republican Senator Rand Paul is set to travel to Canada, a country famous for universal health care, to undergo hernia surgery. When pressed, the outspoken critic of socialized medicine said he was merely going undercover to figure out how to destroy Obamacare from the inside of Canada.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Now, in Detroit, the auto show, the car of the year was awarded to the Hyundai Genesis G70. Now, meanwhile, in the Portland auto show, 2002 Subaru Outback won 15 years in a row.
A German African artist has installed a solar-powered speaker system in the desert that will play Toto's Africa for all of eternity. In a related story, a portal to hell has recently opened up in the Ashton Desert.
Yes, yeah. Now, second lady and I guess mother of Mike Pence, Karen, will be teaching art classes at a private Christian school that bans gay students and gay parents. Now, hopefully all of her students will become as talented and totally straight as her favorite artist, Michelangelo.
Following racist comments from Iowa Congressman Steve King, the House voted 424-1 to condemn white supremacy and white nationalism. Even Steve King voted for the resolution, which meant the only person to vote against it was Mississippi Representative Whitey McClan.
Oh, okay. Now, on Thursday, Congressman Jason Smith of Missouri yelled, "Go back to Puerto Rico," on the floor of the House just before a Latino congressman from California was about to speak. Hey, Congressman, why don't you actually get your ass down to Puerto Rico and help out with the recovery effort of the disaster created by Hurricane Maria, which the Trump administration has completely ignored because he's a dumb, racist fuck just like you.
Yeah, fuck you, man.
Hey, we got a great show, Late Night Special! Okay, Rebecca, how are you doing? How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I've got a friend in town. It's the weekend.
Who's your friend?
Her name's Ari. She's here tonight.
Would you say that she's a queen?
Yeah, not as much of a queen as you, but...
Oh, thank you. Thank you, yeah. Well, I'm pro-queendom. Who's pro-queendom? Yeah, you know, the future's female, like Merkel, Theresa May, RuPaul.
The best queen of all.
The best queen of all time. And just for tonight, just for one moment, sitting at this desk, I will be a queen. All right, enough of that.
I was worried you're gonna make us bow or something.
No,
okay.
no, yeah, just backstage bell.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Now, have you seen True Detective Season 3?
I have not. I saw the first season, never watched the second, and I hear it's supposed to be good, I think.
Well, you made the right decision with Season 2. It was pretty much just a dumpster fire. No one saw it. Great. Yeah. Well, Season 3 is like, it's pretty banging. It's going right back to basically the setup of the first season. Is anybody up on this, True Detective? Yep. Nice. Thank you. Thank you, the one person. Well, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. What else is going on, Rebecca?
Oh, man. I went to a dinner party before this. It was pretty great. They made some really cool Japanese dishes. I ate way too much, so I'm kind of like a beached whale up here right now. No. I'm excited to be hosting the show with you.
I am so excited, too. Are you excited for Rebecca Feldman?
They love me.
Oh my gosh, they do love you. I love you too. I heard the most amazing true story today about a friend of mine who was in a semester at sea, okay? And so, yeah, and you know, it was like one of those like sail masks, not like an MTV like real world thing. It was like you actually had to work and people were depending on your lives for you to make it through. And you had to like watch to make sure that you didn't hit anything. And so there was this one girl who like refused to shower and like everybody was like, she's not pulling her weight and stinks. She was on watch. You would be that girl? You did have a nice bloated dinner tonight. Well, this one girl, the stinky girl, is on watch in the middle of the night, and she rings the bell, and she's crying wolf, and she's like, everybody, all hands on deck, and it takes 15 people to get out of bed, they change directions to do it, everybody's safe, and they look over the side, and there's nothing, and they're like, stinky girl, what's going on? And she's like, I saw something, I swear. And they just like give it to her and they're like, we hate you, you're the worst. And then like right then somebody looks over and there's a floating storage container just icing through the water just underneath it. And if they hadn't shifted, it would have just taken out where everyone was sleeping.
Oh my God, so Stinky Girl saved the day.
Stinky Girl saved the day.
Let's give a round of applause for Stinky Girl.
And my friend, he told me that like from then on, they were like, it's cool if you don't shower.
I've been saying this for years.
Well, you know, do you have anything coming up?
Gosh, my life is really, now that we're up here and I'm realizing my life is really boring.
Yeah, put you on the
I've got some shows here at Curious.
Yeah, but like MLK Day is on Monday.
Yeah, I'm planning on just like chilling.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you know, we actually have a public service announcement about MLK Day. So, ladies and gentlemen, one of our writers, Aaron Ryan.
Hi, well-meaning white people. It's me, Aaron. Nope, not Erica. Aaron, yeah, it's spelled the same way as the white Aarons in your life. That's cool, right? This Monday is Martin Luther King Day, and you may be tempted to quote Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. And I'm here to tell you, don't. I know it's enticing. It's really hard to resist things like dressing up in blackface on Halloween. You have to sit on your hands to keep from touching an afro or braids as they cross your path. So how on earth can I ask you, a white, not to quote MLK on his birthday? Someone has to, right? Oh, but my dear Kenny Loggins loving friends, it does not have to be you. You will take his words out of context. You will try to use an MLK voice. You will somehow manage to work the N-bomb into I Have a Dream. It's not because you're racist, just the opposite. You can't help it. You are drawn to messing this up like a moth to a flame, or a ewe to a Greek yogurt. So this Monday, take a step back. No, even further. Take your day off to volunteer, or pay a black person for their time and talent. Watch the In Living Color episodes that aired after Jim Carrey left. And don't quote Martin Luther King Jr. Seriously, don't. This has been a message from me and all of your friends at the secret black people group that we joke about existing, but definitely exists. But if you ask us, we'll deny it.
Yeah, hey, Aaron, what was that group?
No, there's no group.
Oh, okay. Aaron Ryan, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. We needed to hear that. Yeah. Definitely. Yeah. Thank you very much. Yeah. So, have you seen any viral videos going around?
Ooh, yeah. You know, there's a few circulating.
Like which ones, Rebecca?
Gosh. I don't know if I've seen any recently. Yeah, I wanted to sound cool, but I don't actually watch that much internet stuff.
Well, our next guest is actually a viral video star and an anchor on the news.
That's cool.
Yeah, Trevor Auld is in the house. Let's give a round of applause for Trevor Auld. Luke Zwanziger up in the tech booth. Please, let's play a little bit of this viral video.
Maybe a tax break if you're married to yourself. Mine's a $700 handcrafted artisanal fidget spinner. I find this pointing rock specifically a little bit suspicious. Take 8 double stuffed rings and fill it and eat it with spoon.
Oh, yeah, right. Yes, okay.
Just I'll wait for pretty consistent speed, even as it approaches. Actually, that car just blew through a stop sign there.
I also don't really want to talk to him.
Running is the worst, but friendship and teamwork is the best.
I am still a bad boy, though.
Yeah, that's true.
The bad boy of local news.
Ladies and gentlemen, our guest, Trevor Auld. Thank you so much for being here. Oh my God, Trevor Auld. Ladies and gentlemen, Trevor Auld is here. Yeah. Look at that suit.
Thank you. I realized I forgot about this until right now. I got dressed for the show, and these socks don't match. And that's not. This isn't like I'm a quirky news guy.
Yeah.
This is bad laundry.
Yeah, internet, go wild in the comments.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So, Trevor, you're a news anchor for Koin 6.
Yes.
Yeah. What else is going on?
That's right. Just in my life,
Yeah.
I play basketball sometimes.
Okay.
I wasn't prepared to talk about it, but
What position?
I'm not in a good enough league where we have positions in play.
Are you like a 24-hour fitness kind of basketball player?
Sometimes,
Okay.
occasionally.
What about the courts?
Courts are great. It's usually where we play.
I don't think Jay has ever played basketball.
Yeah, I don't.
haven't,
Do you know what?
haven't.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
I'm gay. Yeah. So, did you always want to be a news anchor?
No, I was an accounting major.
What?
Yeah.
How did it happen?
I kind of hated it, and I wanted an internship. My dad knew somebody that worked at a TV station, and I thought it would be fun for 3 months as an intern. and went there for a summer. Came back to my tiny school. I went to Defiance College in Defiance, Ohio. Yeah, a lot of Yellow Jacket.
No one
No
cares.
Yellow
No one
Jacket
cares.
alumni in the audience, apparently. My Toledo, Ohio internship was so impressive at Defiance College that they just let me do all the broadcasting for the sports there, and I kind of stumbled into what I do now.
Oh, wow. So what would you say that you do now, Koin 6?
Well, all of the clips from there was when I was on the morning show. I've moved off of the morning show now, but basically what people know me for, other than being a journalist, is goofing off and ad-libbing, and that's because I went to this tiny college that didn't have a broadcasting program or a broadcasting class. And so when they're like, "You're the reporter," I just kind of had to walk in front of the camera and figure out what to do over and over again. And here we are.
Here we are. You made it
it's
to
my
late
job.
night special. You're at
Yeah, that's
the
right. This
pinnacle.
is the pinnacle.
The pinnacle.
Yeah.
Do you have any like anchors, TV anchors, famous ones or not, that you looked up to, or that like once you stumbled into that you were like, that one?
I didn't watch it ever.
Cool.
Yeah. I don't, everybody, if you talk, anybody in the news business is like, I watch the 5 o'clock news with my family at the dinner table every day, and my dad would take me to a hockey game, and I'd do play-by-play. I never did any of that.
Neither did I.
Yeah, good. Yeah, you and I were the same.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
great. And now, do you prefer working in the studio or on the streets?
I like a little bit of both. What I do now, I love the streets because that's where the courts are.
Nice.
You know, I love the courts. I get a little of both. So I do Saturday, Sundays when I'm in the studio anchoring. I'm on my dinner break right now. I don't think my bosses know that I'm here right now.
Shout out to bosses.
That's
Okay.
right. Rich, I'll be back soon, 11 o'clock. And then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday is when I get to go out in the field, which is when you get to interact with all these people and have a blast.
So, I mean, probably more on the street than the studio, but what are some of the memorable things that happen on air?
On air. So before I came out here, I was in Toledo, Ohio, which is where I'm from.
Stop bragging.
I know, yeah. the bustling metropolis of Toledo, Ohio. And I used to be the feature reporter, which was...
Stop bragging.
I know, yeah. This is just going to be me dropping stuff like that. So I had to go to businesses, basically, and goof off, like what I do now in the studio. I went to a butterfly house, which is just a greenhouse that has a bunch of butterflies.
I'm not going to do my bragging joke.
I know. That was the most
And
bragging.
you're like, yeah?
Yeah.
Like, no. Slam dunk. Okay, never mind.
And an Atlas moth, which is the world's largest moth. I put one on my shirt as we went live, and then as we were going, it started flapping its wings and climbed up on my face and laid an egg on my face on the air. Yeah, that's the real deal.
What are you thinking right now?
That's my worst nightmare.
Yeah.
If it were a spider, actually, that would be my worst nightmare.
Yeah,
but
it
that's
wasn't
like pretty
that. That
bad.
was my saving grace.
Well, okay, so speaking of viral videos, have you seen the news viral video of the woman getting smashed by a goat?
No.
Oh my God, look it up.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, like she's like, don't eat my thing. Ah! And then she like cuts out. But
Yeah.
you had a viral video. I mean, how is the viral video, like how did it happen? What was the effects of it?
Well, I just made it for 2 years at my station as just like a thing of, for my friends and family, look at the dumb things that I say on TV. And I posted that on my Facebook page and nobody cared about it. And then one of my friends who performs here all the time, who I think is in the audience.
Kyle Stebbins.
Kyle Stebbins, who performs here all the time. I love the theater, by the way.
Thank you.
Shared it to Reddit and it went crazy. And the next day it was everywhere.
Wow. No. But since yeah, shut up.
Yeah.
Since you got a little bit of it before you came out.
Yeah, that was the most of it
Yeah,
already.
that was the stop sign. That was the highlight. All right, but so
Yeah. I got people were furious about the stop sign because they didn't understand. They're like, I've watched this 6 times and I don't see how that car ran through a stop sign. And they thought I like
this is
made
the
it
most
up.
this is the most backlash that you got from this
No,
video.
it's not the most. I've gotten a lot.
What was the most?
I just gotten a lot of weird stuff.
Like what?
I did an AMA on Reddit, which is like a Q&A.
Okay, ask me anything.
Yes, and I had 4 different men message me asking if I would be willing to sleep with their wives. I declined, for the record. Yeah.
Wow.
Just sitting
Well,
with
so, but you also get kind of regular, like, messages and mail and, like, hate mail, right?
Oh, sure. Yeah. It's the media. People don't like the media. That's okay.
Well, we actually received some of your real hate mail, and our writers wrote fake hate mail. And so, you know, if you'd be willing to, we'd like to play a game called Hate Mail or Fake Mail. Yeah, go on out here. You're going to be over here. All right, so we do need an audience member who would like to come play this game with us. Who would like to jump up here? Lovely, come on up. I raised my hand, I didn't want to. What? All right, you're on the couch. What's your name? Hey, give Kaylin a round of applause. Yeah.
Oh.
Nice. Stop
Oh,
bragging.
your socks are matching.
That's fire.
You
All
beat
right,
me.
so now, Trevor, for hate mail or fake mail, you're going to use your best anchor voice.
That's
as
right.
I've been told that you
Getting
have.
warmed up for the 11 o'clock show.
Nice. And you are going to give us, you know, some message, and it'll be up to Rebecca and Caitlin and myself and the audience. You can chime in as well, whether that is hate mail or is it fake mail.
That's
All
right.
Here we go.
Okay. This first one was a tweet. At Koin News, just watched your Sunday news and realized why I usually change the channel. Hashtag Trevor Ault is a jerk. He always passes off to the meteorologist with an insult. The meteorologist is good at job. Trevor Ault acts like a 14-year-old and can barely read from a teleprompter. Is that hate mail or
Well,
fake?
yeah, what do you think, audience? I'm gonna say it's real and that it was the meteorologist. What do you think, Caitlin?
I'm going with real. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say
Real across
too.
the board?
Yeah.
That is real.
Ah!
I love the meteorologist is a friend of mine, just that it's an insult.
Is
I'm
he?
like, is there
Is
rain in the
he?
forecast, you idiot? Okay. This next one was a Facebook comment. This young man, Trevor, makes a mockery of the important role of news anchor. Dan rather ought to give you a spanking, young man.
What do you think, audience? I say fake. What do you say?
I'm going fake.
I want it to be real, but I think it's fake.
That's fake mail. That is a
Yes.
writer that
Yes,
wanted to
two
hear me
for
say
two.
spanking.
All right, rolling on.
Okay, so this one, I'm going to provide context. This was a Facebook message. It was on my birthday. A lot of people had said happy birthday from Ohio.
How old are you?
Stop!
I'm going to read your message in a second, sir. The message said, Trevor, sounds like you were missed in Ohio. Please pack up and move on back. You really do not fit in with the true professionals at Koin.
Audience? I'm going to say real just because the context seemed real, yeah.
Real, but so harsh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna say real, and it was probably also the meteorologist.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. That's real, yeah.
Yes!
Yeah. A woman named Maggie who despises me. This is not my first run-in with Maggie. Maggie is a better name. Yeah. She's got a dog as her Facebook picture. This is facts. It's a news fact right there. Okay, this one was a tweet, and I'm going to have to express some of it. At Trevor Koin is my news daddy. Dead emoji, water emoji, tongue emoji, tongue emoji, tongue emoji.
What do you think, audience? Real. I'm going to say real. Real on this one.
Yeah, real.
You guys are pitch perfect. That's right.
Yes!
Jay, was that you?
Okay.
That was not me, / yes. News daddy, I knew that. I have a very specific fetish.
This one was emailed. This was an email tip that was sent in at Koin News. To Trevor Ault, heard your videos went viral on YouTube's. You know what else is viral? Shingles. You're the shingles of local news.
I'm torn, but I'm going to say fake.
Fake.
Yeah, I think it's fake.
You guys are gonna have to start guessing different things at some point. That is fake. Yeah.
Yes! Yes! Yes. It was just too good. It was like
Too
the
clever.
writers, they wrote-
Accurate, but too good.
Yeah.
This one is a tweet. At Koin News, Trevor Auld is so smug he thinks he's much smarter than his audience. I can smell his dime store hair product from my TV. Someone better please.
Wait, what? What was that? What's that?
Someone better please is how that ends.
Somebody better please what?
Someone better please, like they were requesting someone better.
Oh, somebody better please.
Yes.
Okay.
I thought they literally just stopped
Okay.
mid-sentence.
Yeah, real? Are we thinking real? Real? Okay, I'll go real.
Real.
Well, I also think it's real, but I feel lame agreeing with the. They'll say it's real. I'm gonna say it's real.
Okay. That is fake. Still hurts a lot. Yes, yeah.
All right, we got time for two more.
Two more. Okay. This one was a tweet that I think was meant to be a Google search. Trevor Ault sex tape when?
Real.
Fake.
I'm gonna go fake.
That is unfortunately real.
Yes!
Found that one searching my own name for this show, for these examples. Discovered that one. Wish
All
I
right,
had
last
not.
one. Here we go.
Wish I had not. Okay, so last one then. Okay. This was a Facebook message. Tired of seeing Trevor Ault clown around on Koin broadcasts. We just want the news, not some Gumby lookalike with a Youth XL suit from Baby Gap.
What do we think, audience? What do we think? I'm gonna say real. I think it's real. Yeah.
I am going real.
I'm gonna say fake.
That is fake.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, give our guest Trevor Ault a round of applause. Thank you so much. Goodbye, you were excellent guest. Thank you so much. Yeah. Hey, give it up for Trevor Ault. Yes. All right. So our next, he's got to go do the news. So our next guest right now is our first musical performance of our music guest, and he is actually an author as well. He won the 2016 Oregon Book Award. He co-founded a ballet company, and he's also released several albums. Ladies and gentlemen, give a warm welcome to Nick Jaina.
Microphone. This is a song about redwood trees. It's called Slowest Animal Alive. Spend another minute on the masquerade of the puppet show that the master made, and pull another thread through the silken cloth like the flapping wings of the milkweed moth. Write the first story on the miracle of the slowest animal alive. Hang another minute on the rubberneckers who are trapped in glass on the double-deckers, as lovers are still kissing under mistletoe, though it kills the trees, we all know. Hold your camera steady on the perfect form of the slowest animal alive. You needed time, but what if we measured time like the symphony or the space between the cymbal hits When the final ringing of the cymbal quits, you could see it all in time lapse, the measured movement, the wicked grace, the time on stage. Spend another minute on the candy hearts as the ocean waves take back the candy hearts. Hang another minute on the redwood trees as they're all cut down at the redwood knees. Hold it in your mind for the rest of time. It's the slowest animal alive.
Ladies and gentlemen, Nick Jaina. I love that. Music. It's important. Wow, that was
does the
really
body
gorgeous.
good.
Yeah. Wow, we're lucky to have all this fun talent on stage. We're also lucky to be sponsored. We're a sponsored show. Who knew? But we'd like to take a moment to thank our sponsors. So in the segment we did call Hearing from Our Sponsors.
Oh no!
Has this ever happened to you?
Yes, literally just now!
Fun. Hi, I'm legendary words enthusiast Bill McKinley, here to tell you how to avoid this massive tragedy. Nearly 600 Kindles, Amazon Fires, and iPads are dropped each year in reading-related incidents, costing tech owners hundreds of dollars in repairs. What if I told you it didn't have to be this way?
I tell you, you're a dirty little liar.
Fun. Well, now you don't have to worry about those high-end tech repairs while reading with new Kindle Analog. Kindle Analog is a tree-based, all-natural literary device you can hold in your hand, carry in your bag, or even put on a shelf.
Ooh, I need shelf things. My shelves are devoid of life and meaning.
Kindle Analog is practically indestructible. And once you're done reading Kindle Analog, you can use it as a door wedge, a seat booster for your Nana in the car, ballast for old-timey ships, and fire if you're cold or a fascist.
What was that last one?
Ballast for an old-timey ship.
Oh, okay.
Yes, Kindle Analog has literally tens of uses and hundreds of pages. So don't get down in the dumps the next time you drop your tablet. Get Kindle Analog.
Yay!
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for our sponsor, Kindle Analog.
I get one of those.
I gotta get a Kindle Analog
Yeah.
so bad. Oh my God.
They actually work with your library system, too. It's great.
Maybe then I can afford it. Well, hey, our next guest is a stand-up comic. Are you ready for some stand-up comedy? Rebecca, are you excited?
I'm so excited. I love comedy.
Okay, well, this stand-up comedy is not just any stand-up comic. He's Willamette Week's funniest person right now. That means something.
Yeah, that's funnier than either of us. I mean, funnier than me. You're obviously.
Thank you. Well, hey, ladies and gentlemen, give a warm round of applause to our stand-up comedian, Jake Silberman.
How's it going? Good. Okay, that's fine. He was right. It doesn't mean shit. It doesn't mean anything. So we'll see how this goes. Okay. Well, thanks, guys, for being here. Give it up for yourselves for coming out to comedy. This is amazing. I just want to thank you guys for knowing that a comedy show is about to happen. Honestly, I do a lot of shows where the audience didn't know they just became an audience. So this is a treat for me. I do a lot of shows at like Wednesday at 11:30 and turn someone's favorite bar into their absolute worst nightmare. So this is No one likes surprise comedy, so thank you guys for being into this. As a mediocre comic, I recently did a show at a sex club, swingers club. Anybody out there? There's no way it's all of you. Okay. Shut the fuck up. All right, well, okay. But this audience had no idea a comedy show was gonna happen. It was just a bunch of people ready to come, and then that's how you guys do it, right? Oh, sad and closed off. Okay. The MC walks out and he goes, hold up. Before the sex happens, we've got 7 local amateur comedians. Everybody's like, what the fuck? All these dudes with like perfectly timed out their Viagra just had to sink in these weird sex swings and kind of rotate through this whole show. They're all like, how am I hard and still unhappy? It's like, that's comedy, baby, right there. It's that sweet spot of comedy. So they hated the show. But I learned a good lesson. You should never have your hobby stop someone else's orgy. That's unfair, okay? You can't bust a room where people are trying to have sex and be like, hey, you guys gotta quit. Because I got a dream to follow, all right? It's unfair. I should mention this was a $10 sex club. That's low. That's grossly low. There are sandwiches in this town that cost more than $10. Your wife isn't worth $11? Bad place to be a cheapskate. So they hated the show. A lot of weird people who swing, and I'm not judging all of you apparently, but you brave soldiers. But you know, people, they come in, whatever they do, $10, you can do whatever you want with $10. So apparently you can fuck somebody else's wife for all I know. This one guy he showed up and he was wearing a kilt and a tail. I just say, just choose one, you know? Like, we get it, you like to fuck like a Scottish wolf. I understand that about you. But the weirdest thing about this guy was he brought a backpack full of homemade sex toys that he had carved out of wood with his own little raccoon hands. And he was just passing them out to people, and no one was weirded out. It's like, who was in a Splinter play? Is this a thing that I don't know about? Okay, that was all right. You guys ever been in one of those houses where they have those 3 words everywhere? Live, laugh, love. Do you know what I'm talking about? This is the worst houses on the face of the earth, obviously. Anybody got some of that shit in their house right now? There's definitely more people who have that than swingers in this fucking place. Don't lie to me. Live, laugh, love is like what the Nazis would have made us put in our houses had they won the war. Just like 1,000 years of live, laugh, love. Live, laugh, love for das Führer. It's fucking insane. That's like some Red Run commandment shit where you're just like, all right, if I just get up, live, laugh, love. This is all I need to do to have another day. Okay, this is what I saw one recently above a kitchen sink that said, I swear to God, it said, when I said I do, I didn't mean the dishes. You gotta divorce that person immediately, all right? Not because of the dishes, but because they think that's fucking funny, and it's not. It's not clever. What's another one? I've seen the word family a lot. You seen that one? It's always like a Soprano vibe. It's in a fucking dining room that the family hasn't eaten in years because they don't love each other anymore. It's all right. It's a fake family, don't worry about it. It's not a real family. Yeah. They should have like realistic ones though, I think, you know? Just like in calligraphy, something like, you're not gonna remember any of this day. How about that, you know? 31, I don't remember yesterday, what the fuck happened? Who knows? Maybe above your bed, it'll be over soon, you know? You guys have been a lot of fun, thank you so much. I'm Jake Silberman.
Hey, Jake Silberman. Hey, come on over here. Jake Silberman, I am such a fan of your comedy.
Thank you.
Yeah, and congratulations on the Lamp Week. That's a big deal. Yeah. And you're also a basketball player.
Yeah, not as handsome as the last one. But that guy is like weirdly handsome, right?
Yeah.
Like I feel like, you know how you see some people and their face was made Like you see weird looking people and they're like, that guy, like his face looks like a serial killer. And that guy's face looks like he was supposed to be in front of people. You guys didn't have to like stand next to him in the green room, and I was just like, what did I do with my life? Like, he's weirdly cute. I don't know. It was like
Is he single?
I don't know.
Yes.
I mean, yeah.
Yes, he is. But do you think that you could take, you know, it sounds like you're a casual basketball player, he's a casual basketball player. Do you think that you could beat him?
I mean, that's really all I have left, I think. Like, what? He fucking crushed that fan mail. Like, I was like, oh, great, he's gonna be funny too this time. It's like, why did you get a less funny and less attractive comedian? I was freaking out. I'm glad you had the sad song in between us.
Yeah.
Just like,
Bring it up, bring it down.
it was like a palette. It was a palette.
Well, so what's next? Are you performing at Helium? You're doing other things?
Yeah, I work for Helium. There's a Just for Laughs audition that's coming through. That's like the biggest comedy festival in the world. So they're auditioning Portland. Yeah, that'll be fun. And
don't sound too excited.
well, it's like you got to set yourself up for disappointment, like you know.
Especially with Trevor around.
Yeah, I mean, So seriously, I feel like he's banging my girlfriend right now. Like, it's just like I just feel like that 11 o'clock news was like, I'm gonna fuck your girl tonight. What do you
and it's like just for you. And it's like, did anyone hear that?
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I'm talking to you. Banging her right now.
I wouldn't even be mad at her. Like, it's like, there you go.
I get it, babe. I get it. Yeah.
Let me in.
He's like, you can watch, and you're like, it's okay.
It's okay. I don't want that.
Okay, cool. So you got the big audition coming. Anything else coming up?
Yeah, I do shows all around town. You know, I work for Helium, so I'm there every couple of months. I'll be there Valentine's Day weekend with Taylor Tomlinson. Yeah, did you laugh at that?
I'm just thinking about your girlfriend and Trevor Ault on Valentine's Day.
It's gonna get lonely.
It's like, if he buys the flowers and the chocolates, I'm fine with it. It's cool. So, yeah, and then I'm trying to learn improv here, so.
Yeah, we have a training center. Well, we're so happy to have you.
Thank you for
You've been
having
a
me.
fantastic guest, and I am a huge fan of your comedy,
Thank
and I
you
have
so
been
much.
since day one.
Yeah, when I was bad.
Yeah, when you were real bad. You had like all these bad jokes, and then the one that I loved was like, everybody confuses me from the burglar from Home Alone. You can't never see it.
I know, now it's like, it's out there. It sucks that it's out there.
Well, I would love it if you could stay for our next interview. They're thinking about it. They're like
fucking roast? All right.
I have
No, it's good. It's good.
Well, please stick around for our next interview, because, ladies and gentlemen, we also like to do things that are good and put a spotlight on people who are doing good things in our community. And beavers are a good thing in our community. Okay, so we have somebody from the organization. He started it himself. I can't wait to talk to him about it. Give it up for Steve from Beaver Ambassadors. Yeah, come on over here. Yeah, take a seat. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Is this my mug here?
No, it's not. It's Rebecca's.
Hey, hands off, man.
Yeah. You can pass it to her. Do you want a drink?
Sure.
She said you could have a little sip. Have a little sip.
Oh,
No?
you were
Okay.
asking.
Great. Got it. Mono.
Yeah.
Sorry. So, Steve, I'm so happy to have you here. I learned about your organization at the Eco Film Festival at the Hollywood Theater. Shout out. So tell us about your organization and what you're doing.
I run a program. It's called Beaver Ambassadors, and it's designed.
Hold on. You two need to pay attention to this.
Hey, he started it.
Are you filming?
It's designed.
Alright.
It's designed to reach out to the community about.
Hold on. I guess that's.
Is that like?
Don't film me. Is that your mom?
What the fuck is that?
Mom, stop paying the rent. Okay. Put that away. Okay. Tell us about your organization.
I'm actually a little fascinated that people even care about beavers.
I care a lot about beavers too. They're a keystone species, ladies and gentlemen.
I also think that they're fascinating, so I study them.
Okay. And so you started an organization.
I started an organization to do outreach to the community about the importance of them. Not just of beavers, but we also talk about a lot of other natural resources as well. Usually the people that I'm talking to are families with children, K through 12, or retired folk.
Yeah,
So
and
this is
tonight,
a little new for me.
streaming on the internet, you're talking to Russia, so.
A lot of beavers in Russia.
Yeah, did you hear that?
Great. Who are you talking to?
I'm talking to Trevor fucking your girlfriend.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'm happy that you're here. Is there anything that you want to let this audience know and like how they can help your organization with the awareness?
No.
Okay.
There's nothing that you have to help. Does anybody live in West Lynn here? No?
Has anyone heard of West Lynn? Yes? Yes.
If you could live in West Lynn, give it another 20 years, and you'll probably live there with your
Wait, do you only protect beavers in West Lynn?
Yeah, I work for the city of West Lynn.
Oh, so you don't care about Portland beavers?
That's not entirely true. I care about the nation's beavers and, all beavers in North America, but my focus right now is on West Lynn. The idea of the program is that it will extend beyond West Lynn, but this is a jumping off point for us, is through the city of West Lynn. Generally, people think really badly about beavers in urban areas. They destroy infrastructure, they flood out roads, they destroy culverts, they can destroy walking trails, things like that. So generally, land managers are really against the idea of having beavers in their urban areas.
I feel like you just let everybody know they did that. Well, I was fine with beavers until you just said that.
Hang on. Simple solution. Part of my job is to convince these land managers that there are simple solutions. They should keep the beaver on their property because it's providing incredible benefits to people and all of plants and animals.
Yes, and so on that, let's get a hell yeah on that. Yeah. So, on that note, so beavers are a keystone species. Can you explain that to our audience and why that is significant?
Beavers impact the environment more than other species relative to their abundance. So if you get one tree, it's going to help, but if you get one beaver, it's going to help the tree and everything else in the area. So the beaver is
one person's excited.
Disproportionately very important to the ecosystem.
Yeah. Now, would you say that the beaver is the biggest of the keystone species? Like, there's no other animal that.
I would.
Yeah.
There are there are certainly other keystone species, but I think that
wolves.
Wolves. If anybody's seen the Yellowstone special about how the wolves were reintroduced to Yellowstone and the beavers were reintroduced.
The mama's boy loves wolves.
You should get her back up.
Okay, Steve, tell our audience where they can get involved or find out information about Beaver Ambassadors.
Well, the film that he was referring to, The Beaver Believers.
Beaver Believers.
Shown for the first time in Oregon, what was that, September? Back in September?
Sometime.
She's coming back on International Beaver Day, April 7th. I'll be hosting her in West Lynn, and she'll be showing her film again. So if you missed it the first time around at the Eco Film Fest, come on down to West Lynn on April 7th to see the incredible, it's a fantastic film, Beaver Believers.
All right, hey, give it up for our guest. I'm so glad that you're here, but I also would like to play a game with you. Are you down to play a game? Great. And so we're going to play a game with you and with Jake and with Rebecca, and it's a game that we call Name That Damn. Name that damn, ladies and gentlemen. All right, I'm going to ask a question, and whoever thinks that they know the answer must ring their bell first, and I will concede the floor to you. Question number 1 of Name That Damn. Don't talk in my show.
Oh, hey, whoa.
Question number 1. If that's
very competitive, isn't it? I don't think we have prizes.
We do have a prize.
We do have a prize.
We have one prize.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a good one. It's expensive, and it's from our sponsor.
It's It's a book.
All right. This dam starred in a comedy series loosely based on his alternate life as an undercover agent for the U.S. government and also was in Time Cop.
I don't. Is it Jean-Claude Van Damme?
Jean-Claude Van Damme!
1 point for Rebecca.
Sophie B. Hawkins performed this dam, which you probably heard on repeat if you had a radio in 1992.
They're too young, Jay.
I was Nothing. Bill?
Damn, I wish I was your lover.
Oh, 1 point for Bill, ladies and gentlemen.
Yay for being old.
Did anybody else know that? Yes. Thank you. Yes. Yeah, okay,
Someone was listening to adult contemporary radio.
All right. Florida, the matriarch on the popular 70s sitcom Good Times, was famous for uttering this damn after the death of her husband, James.
Again, I think we're too young. Oh.
Damn, you're such a gangster.
No.
Damn you! I don't know.
That's a good attempt, though.
Would make sense.
Bill?
Damn, damn, damn.
1 more point for Bill McKinley. This damn was the breakout single of pop punk band Blink-182.
Thank you. Look at them.
Damn, what's my age again?
I'll give it to you. It's damn it. Who knew that back there? Yeah, thank you. Yeah, okay, yeah. All right, 1 point for Rebecca, $1 million for Bill.
Hey, I have 2 points.
What's the prize again?
It's good. It's a good prize. It's as good as this game. This dam contains enough concrete to stretch across the country.
Hoover Dam.
Hoover Dam! All right, okay, last question. Say what? Yeah, West Lynn.
Is that a West Lynn represent? Are you going to throw up a W and an L? West Lynn!
The courts. Okay.
Go into the streets.
This dam was popular. This is the last question. So there's a lot riding on this, okay? Look like you care once. This dam was popular. This dam was popular legal drama on FX and reminded us that Glenn Close didn't reach peak evil in 101 Dalmatians. A movie that Glenn Close was in.
Does it have the word damn in it?
Yeah.
I feel really
We're gonna
stupid right
confirm.
now.
Yeah.
Is it like a damn legal brief or damn? I don't know.
I have no idea.
Damages, ladies and gentlemen.
I've never heard of that movie.
No. Bill, who is our winner?
Looks like the winner is Rebecca.
I never win. But
She had 2.
She's the co-host, so she can't really win.
So then the winner is Steve.
Yeah! And here you go. Here's your prize. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, give a big round of applause to Beaver Ambassador Steve and Jake Silberman. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much. All right. And hey, give a big round of applause for our stage manager, Dana and Carson.
And now to close out our show, once again, Nick Jaina.
I hate to end on a dour note, but this is a song about how demystifying death will help us prepare for what we would call the oncoming apocalypse, which might end up being the best time of your life. black rainbow that curled its heads over our eyes. I am no longer afraid of the black rainbow. Made our men forget how to die. Now they don't know. Black rainbow that crept into our bed last night, placed its body between us in the blue moonlight. We forgot how to be ourselves in the pouring lonely night.
Ladies and gentlemen, Nick Jaina. That is our show, ladies and gentlemen. Late night special. Give a big round of applause for McKinley and Rebecca Feldman and all of our writers, staff, the Speshies, Anthony up in the tech booth. Do you want to thank anybody?
I want to thank all of you and my mom for giving birth to me.
Yeah, I want to thank his mom. Everybody, have a great night. We'll see you every Saturday here at Curious Comedy Theater and streaming online. Late night special drive home. Have a good night.